Caitlin Clark, she is the greatest scorer college basketball has ever seen.
Clark, how will she go for history?
Deep one, you bet! Caitlin Clark!
Caitlin Clark is regarded as one of the greatest female collegiate players ever, but let's be real, saying one of the greatest might just be too modest. Caitlin Clark's rise in women's basketball has been nothing short of mind-blowing, setting new standards for excellence in the sport without flinching. This phenom from Iowa has been rewriting the record books every time she steps on the court and has made it impossible to talk about women's basketball today without mentioning her once or thrice. She has broken record after record, so much that we can't even keep up anymore, and she hasn't even hit the pros yet. But what makes Caitlin Clark so great? Stick around to find out and subscribe so you know about our upcoming content. Clark, who was born on January 22, 2002 in Des Moines, Iowa, grew up in West Des Moines. There, she started her basketball journey, picking up her first basketball at the age of 5. Because there weren't any suitable girl leagues for her age, her father placed her in a boys' recreational league instead. Growing up in a sports-oriented family, Caitlin was always surrounded by athletic achievements, which inspired her to achieve as well. Luckily, it came to her naturally. While exploring her athletic talents, Caitlin experimented with several sports, including softball, volleyball, and soccer. However, it didn't take long for basketball to stand out as her favorite. It was the game where she felt most at home, showing a knack for handling the ball and scoring effortlessly. Her early exposure to playing against boys provided Caitlin with a unique edge, aiding her in developing her skills at a faster pace than usual. This experience proved invaluable as it prepared her for more competitive levels of play, where she could easily outmaneuver her opponents and make shots that would leave spectators in awe. By the time she was 13, Caitlin was playing basketball several years ahead of her age group. She joined All Iowa Attack, an amateur athletic union basketball program based in Ames, known for its rigorous training and competitive environment, exposing her to high-level competition and coaching, which helped refine her skills even more. Her love for the game was partly inspired by Maya Moore of the Minnesota Lynx, a WNBA team that was the closest professional team to her hometown. Caitlin admired Moore's game so much that she traveled hours just to watch her play, absorbing every move and strategy she could from the stands. This admiration deeply influences Caitlin's playing style and her approach to the game today. Caitlin started making headlines early in high school. In her junior year, she scored 60 points in a single game against Mason City High School, which was the second highest single game total in Iowa 5-on-5 girls basketball history, setting a state record by making 13 three-pointers in that game. She then went on to lead the state in scoring, averaging over 30 points per game each season and consistently outperforming competitors across the state. Throughout her high school career, Caitlin garnered multiple accolades, including being named Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year twice. She was also a McDonald's All-American and was selected to compete in the prestigious Jordan Brand Classic. Many might expect a standout player like Caitlin Clark to jump straight to the WNBA after high school, but it wasn't that easy. Her path to the professional league followed the standard route for women, adhering to the WNBA's specific eligibility rules. Unlike the NBA, the WNBA requires players to be at least 22 years old during the calendar year of the draft and graduate from a 4-year college or university or be 4 years removed from high school. These requirements meant that Caitlin, despite her exceptional talents, couldn't enter the league immediately. Regardless, Caitlin was a highly touted recruit and has already received letters of interest from several NCAA Division I programs even before she started high school. By her sophomore year of high school, ESPN ranked her the #1 player in her class. Her skills on the court, especially her scoring ability and leadership, made her a prime target for top college basketball programs. Despite initial interest in programs like Notre Dame, where she verbally committed early in her recruitment process, Caitlin ultimately decided to play for the University of Iowa because she wanted to stay close to her family and friends, was drawn to Iowa's fast-paced style of play, and valued the program's reputation for developing top guards. Most importantly, she was poised to take on a significant role from her freshman year, especially following the departure of Kathleen Doyle, the reigning Big Ten Player of the Year at the time. Caitlin started her freshman year at the University of Iowa with a bang. In her debut, she scored 27 points, and throughout her freshman season, she led NCAA Division I in scoring and was a unanimous selection for Big Ten Freshman of the Year. By her sophomore year, Caitlin became the first women's player to lead Division I in both points and assists in a single season. she continued to break records, including setting new Big Ten single-season marks for points and assists. In her junior year, she led Iowa to its first national championship game appearance and was named the National Player of the Year, solidifying her status as one of the top players in college basketball. Her performances in the NCAA tournament were particularly spectacular, including multiple 30-point games and triple-doubles. In her senior year, she became the NCAA Division I career and single-season leader in points and three-pointers. She broke the all-time conference record in assists while leading the nation in both points and assists. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court, coupled with her playmaking skills, ensured she was on the radar of every WNBA team. While specific details of professional offers are generally not publicized in women's college basketball as they are in men's basketball, it's clear from the media attention she garnered that Caitlin was highly sought after. She was widely projected to be the #1 pick in the WNBA draft long before she declared for it, and the Indiana Fever's selection of her with the first overall pick was a testament to her outstanding collegiate career. Several key attributes contribute to Caitlin Clark's excellence as a player, and it is a unique blend of skills, mental attributes, and physical qualities. Caitlin can score from anywhere on the court, whether it's finishing at the rim, mid-range, or beyond the arc. Her ability to pull up and shoot from deep, often compared to NBA star Stephen Curry, stretches defenses and changes how opponents must prepare against her. Perhaps one of Caitlin's most impressive attributes is her understanding of the game. She reads defenses exceptionally well, which allows her to make smart decisions, whether she's scoring or setting up teammates. Her anticipation of plays makes her a formidable opponent on both ends of the floor. She excels at finding open teammates, evidenced by her leading NCAA Division I in assists during multiple seasons. Her passing isn't just effective, it's always highlight reel worthy and creative. She remains composed under pressure, consistently delivering in clutch moments, which is a hallmark of great leadership. At 6 feet tall, Caitlin is a good size for a guard, which she uses to her advantage both in shooting over defenders and in physical matchups. Her size also contributes to her effectiveness in rebounding. While much of the attention on Caitlin focuses on her offensive skills, she is also a competent defender, usually using her intelligence and size to disrupt opponents and make impactful plays on the defensive end. To give you an idea of the magnitude of her skill, consider her alongside Sabrina Ionescu, another standout player known for her well-rounded abilities. Ionescu averaged 17.5 points per game over her college career, while Clark has averaged over 27 points per game. Ionescu averaged 7.7 assists per game in her senior year, while Clark led Division I in assists for multiple seasons. Kelsey Plum, a former University of Washington star, held the NCAA all-time scoring record in women's basketball before Caitlin Clark shattered Plum's record of 3,527 points. Plum was an extraordinary scorer, with her highest season average being 31.7 points per game during her senior year. Compared to NBA players like Curry, who revolutionized the NBA with his exceptional playmaking and unprecedented shooting from three-point range, Clark has transformed her sport by altering offensive strategies and redefining what's possible on the court. Her influence echoes Curry's in terms of reshaping their respective games and setting new standards for future players. Like Curry, Caitlin is known for her deep range and confidence in taking and making long-distance shots. All of Caitlin's hard work and performances at the University of Iowa have drawn unprecedented attention to women's college basketball. Her flair for dramatic and clutch performances has not only filled seats, but has significantly boosted television ratings for the games she plays in. This increased viewership has not been limited to her own games. It has had a ripple effect, increasing interest in women's basketball and sports as a whole. Her play has raised expectations for individual excellence and has shown that the women's game can feature scoring exploits comparable to the men's games. As Caitlin transitions to the WNBA, her star power is expected to follow and bring increased attention and revenue to the league. Her high-profile entry into the WNBA is likely to boost ticket sales, merchandise sales, and viewership, not just for the Indiana Fever, but for the league in general. She has also become somewhat of a role model for young girls who aspire to excel in basketball or any other sport. Her visibility helps to challenge gender stereotypes in sports and shows young girls that they, too, can achieve high levels of success and recognition in traditionally male-dominated arenas. Caitlin Clark's future looks incredibly promising, with several exciting prospects on the horizon that span both her professional basketball career and her potential influence off the court. She has been selected as the first overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever, setting the stage for a highly anticipated professional debut. Given her record-breaking college performance, expectations are high for her to make an immediate impact in the league. She could help rejuvenate the Indiana Fever and potentially turn them into title contenders. Besides the WNBA, Caitlin has the potential to play overseas during the WNBA offseason, which is a common path for many WNBA players seeking additional playing time and income. Playing internationally would not only expand her professional experience, but also enhance her global recognition and influence. Caitlin has also expressed her desire to compete in the Olympics, and her trajectory puts her in a good position to be considered for the USA Basketball Women's National Team for the 2024 Paris Olympics and beyond. Making the Olympic team would be a pinnacle achievement for her career and also give her a platform to showcase her talents on one of the most prestigious stages in sports. And as she progresses through her professional career, she will have the opportunity to build a lasting legacy both as a player and as an influencer in the sport. How she handles the transition to the professional stage, her performance, and her off-court activities will all contribute to the long-term impact she can have on the sport and its future generations. Her journey will be closely watched by fans and analysts alike, with many rooting for her continued success and impact on and off the basketball court. What are your thoughts about Caitlin Clark? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, check out our previous videos for more great content and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our upcoming videos. See you next time around.